Hello and welcome to Askiy Ridge in Alberta, Canada. In this video, I'm going to give you a look at where you can find your mule deer zones, some key places where I think it's nice to set up to cover multiple zones at one time. I'm also going to talk about herd management within mule deer to make sure that you're targeting the right level. This is a really basic guide to just get you started on the mule deer grind on the map. I do believe it's going to be the best map for the mule deer grind. And with it just being a basic setup guide, if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below, or you can go ahead and click the link in the description and join my Discord, or you can also click the other link and follow me on Twitch. I will be doing my grinds live, and you are more than welcome to tune in and ask questions anytime. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learn some things and get something useful out of this video. Let's get right into finding the zones for mule deer. They're only on the left-hand side of the map. As you can see, most of the lakes up here on the northern side and the southern side are all covered with ice. The majority of mule deer are found on these frozen lakes. However, there are a couple of other ones throughout here, like at the starting outpost, these two lakes here, and then this large area right here where you can find mule deer as well. I'll go ahead and pull up a map for you with everything circled where you can find your mule deer zones. Mule deer drink on this map from 15 to 18. Keep in mind as well, here in the middle of the map, I have not found a single zone for mule deer on any of this section of river. So I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that there are none able to drink on this part of the river. Okay, so you can pretty much just skip over this, but you know what? If you do find any there, let me know. Because I've scoured it pretty well and I found none. As for the herds, they're pretty large on here, and what you're going to notice pretty quickly is that there's not a lot of zones. In fact, on this entire map, I found less than 30 zones so far on the map, and as you can see, they're pretty good size with lots of males and very few females. Now, some of the zones that I have are double herds. And so while there's not many zones, there's a lot of animals to shoot and choose from. Out of all the mule deer that I've found so far, I have maybe 20 solos, something like that. And those are pretty easy to get shot and bounce around since there's not many locations that you can actually find them. One really good thing about these frozen lakes is that they're wide open, and a lot of times, in most of them, you're gonna see the mule deer just drinking out on top of the ice, right? So as you can see, it's very, very clear line of sight, nice, wide open, and you don't have to worry about them being back behind cover. Aside from a few little wood breaks here and there, it's very, very easy to get line of sight on them, and in my opinion, you can't beat that. This map, for sure, is going to be the ideal grind map for mule deer. Great one. There are a couple of places where, due to the trees around the frozen lakes, I do have like a little bit of break in line of sight, but it's just because where I chose to actually set up. You can choose to set up differently and things like that, but I like to have a higher vantage point. And this particular spot right here on the map, right down here, shooting at this lake here, what this point right here does, it allows me to actually look over and check this lake as well, because I do get solo bouncers over here from time to time, and I like to be able to just spot over there and take a shot if I need to and then go collect it, obviously. But shooting down here as a main lake is really, really good. There's a double herd down here, so a lot of times I'm able to easily take up to 4 bucks directly from this zone. But as you can see here, there are more than 4. So there's 4 on this one side here, because again, the mule deer, just like everything else since New England came out, they bounce around. So you will have herd zones that you're shooting, and they do bounce, you know, from one zone to another and stuff like that. So in my opinion, it's best to set up one single shooting tent on each zone and just cruise down to pick up your kills once you're done. One spot I definitely like to point out here is just down to the right of Daniel's path here. You can see this spot here. There's a small lake. Now, you might actually end up having a herd here, but for me, it's only been solos. But this particular zone's actually picked up quite a few solos, and so I've selectively shot them out, and now it's down to, I think, 1 female and 3 level 2 males. But as you can see with that 140 top estimate, I was leaving those, and there they are right there. So all 3 of those right there. But just keep in mind that this is a good lake to look at because, again, shooting all around the map so far, I've had quite a few solo respawns directly in this spot here. The same could be said for this lake just below it. I've actually had quite a few solo respawns there as well. There are currently 2 herds in that zone as well, but they've been shot down to level 2s. As you can see, we have all level 2s down here. And females only in these 2 herd zones. So with that being said, when you come down and you check this zone right here, if you do end up shooting this particular one down and you see something larger, then it is going to be from a solo that is bouncing around. It's really easy to spot them and get them shot right back into the rotation. The grind for mule deer is going to be very similar to fallow deer with the levels that you are going to be shooting. So for the most part, for basic herd management, you're going to be shooting level 3 and up on the males. Now with one little difference here, so to kind of min-max a bit more, right? Mule deer can actually spawn in as level 1s. And this level 2 right here, so the top estimate on a level 2 that I would actually leave in an exterior zone is 140. So this 140 to 175 kilogram estimate level 2 would definitely need to be taken out, in my opinion, to do good herd management on mule deer. If you really wanted to go hard on herd management, you can get them definitely shot down to level 1s. But it's going to take quite a bit of stacking, I believe, to get them shot down that way. Just as an early stage of the grind, I think, you know, on the first one, it's okay for sure to leave those 140 top estimate level 2s, but in this zone here I have 3 level 1s currently, and I do have a couple other level 1s around the map as well. So I would go ahead and just continue to take out these larger bucks until this entire zone is shot down. Now the reason for that is because it is kind of one of the thicker zones. It's kind of hard to find a good spot for it, but I found a nice little spot here. As you can see, we're down just below the middle river here at this lake. I found a spot up here on the hill that I can set up and shoot down into it. But it's not one of my favorable zones, so I will continue to shoot this one down. All right, so that's the basics for the mule deer setup here on Askiy Ridge. I hope that you got some good pointers out of it, and it will help you get started on your grind. If you have any questions, feel free again to ask in the comments below, or you can drop a follow over on Twitch and come watch the grind live. Thank you again. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Take it easy.